Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here and welcome back to Manufactio 2. Jumped in here, Chill's done a little bit of work, so there's a rad scorpion or something out there. Good fun, some of these mobs. Well done, Golrith. Some of them are quite annoying. Not sure what's happening with this system. This doesn't seem to be emptying all the time, so I'm really not 100% sure why, but things are sort of working, sort of not. So I've been out to the mines out near the oil processing, and I've moved the ore mine across, so we're getting iron ore again because I needed some steel. I've unlocked one thing in between, which was I did unlock advanced steam turbine, and I was just starting to work towards getting some of the materials for that. So I don't know if it's just less wasteful or it does produce more, but like I feel like this is very wasteful. It just continues to pump, and I'm not sure why. Looks like Chilled made a bunch of batteries, so it looks like we've got what 10 million Forge Energy battery here, and he's put 2 over at the other plant. But this one runs. This is like the backup power for when everything else is off, but everything's kind of connected together now. This just burns through charcoal, and I don't think we're using the steam. I think it just continues to burn. So that's an odd one, considering in the original pack you had one of these which was wasteful, or not this type of thing, but your basic steam boiler was wasteful, and then your next step up wasn't. And I'm not seeing this as being super efficient at the moment. But anyway, we'll get into that at some point. For this, which is the advanced steam turbine, we do need a few things. We need a turbine package. We need 10 hardened fluid ducts, and I forget how these are made actually. So bronze plates and steel plates, or bronze plates and invar plates, or tungsten plates. So we do need some bronze plates. Now I don't know if that's automated. That's copper. This is potentially, what are you? Invar plates. Okay. So invar plates are a thing. What else have we got? I think that's steel. Lots of steel gears. Should hopefully steel plates. Do we have bronze? I was under the impression that we've got a lot of things happening out here, but obviously not bronze. So I do need some bronze. I need to run them through a mixer of some sort. Maybe that's something we do need to automate. Whoop, don't fall down there. This is invar. So we probably need to get a metal mixer for some bronze. But I'd like to try and make this, and I'd also like to unlock railways, I think, and start setting up the railway back between these two. Because at the moment, Chilled's got it running on coal, and coal is, well, he did set up the other boiler that we were discussing in the previous episode, setting up the boiler over there to run that area. That's all set up, and it's running on coal, running from a mine nearby. And I think we can either set up a tree farm out there, so this sort of setup, and run that, which will work. Or I could like farm things out there. You know, we're making a ton of charcoal here. We could send the charcoal out via train. But you know, I do want to get to the point where we can move things in between anyway. Let's just check out whether anything's around. Cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a cut in. I know we're in a couple of minutes into the episode. I'm going to put the cut in and get all the materials I need to make the advanced thing here, wherever that went. Why are you doing this? Uses, not recipes. So I'll get the 5 bronze gears, I'll get the hardened fluid ducts, and I'll get the steam turbine package, which again isn't anything super exciting. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back, and Chilled has logged on and logged off and logged on and logged off and logged on, and little bit funky internet connection tonight, righty? Anyway,
Howdy, everybody.
I've got all the bits we need. The cobalt steel is fun. Chilled's little setup to extract through the ore chunks gets a bit of cobalt. Then you've got to mix the cobalt dust with steel dust, and then blast furnace it, and it gets you the cobalt ingot, and then run it through a plate press. So we've got all the items we need. I've got an advanced steam turbine package now. Well, no, it's a machine. It's not even a package. It's a machine. So I'm just going to place it out in the open so we can see how big it is. I've got a feeling it's not massive. All right, cool. So it's a 3x3. Well, 3x3 cube. So it's the same size as our boilers. So I don't know how efficient this thing is. I don't know whether it's more efficient than this guy or what, but I'm trying to work out whether you can just sort of push these up against each other. It doesn't look like it, but I think this actually outputs water from memory. So input steam, outputs water. So I guess that's your lossless piece. Is more efficient on water. Interesting. So it looks like fluid out's here, power out's here, and fluid in is on top. It's blue. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going to hook this guy up, or whether we kind of hook it up where it is now.
Let's have a look.
I still have weakness too.
Oh, you still haven't thrown yourself off a cliff yet, huh?
No, I don't have mining fatigue. I've just got weakness. So this is it here.
Oh.
So yeah, you've got a fluid out on the back, and a power out on the side here, and then a fluid in on top. So I'm guessing that you could feed it back through, and it makes sense to put them side by side, I guess, because you've got a fluid in at the bottom here, and your fluid out is on the bottom of that one. So you could put turbine and boiler right next to each other, pipe across the top, pipe at the bottom for recirculating the water back, and then power out on the edge.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, very. I guess it needs a coolant to keep itself. I guess I don't know.
No, I mean, is it worth trying it out in the oil processing area for now?
Yeah, if you want to. We still got to get, ran out of coal, like you said.
Yeah, we've got to do something out there. So we had a bit of a discussion. We'll set up a tree farm out there for now, just processing through, and same as this, and then eventually once we get the trains unlocked, we may end up just having a singular tree farm pushing charcoal. I mean, charcoal's not super efficient, but it's renewable.
Once we get into the actual farmers, we'll do that.
Yeah, be a good idea. So I'm going to head out here and try and set this guy up, I think. Take out this zombie over here. All right, what have I got? I've got some hardened fluid ducts. I've got some LV ducts. Let's run out there and have a look. So I'll place another cut in. I'll go and try and set it up, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm out here playing around with this setup, and this is how I've got it set up. I've got your steam turbine on the left. We've got the firebox on the front of the boiler. I don't have any fuel in here at the moment because what I found was that this outputs regular water. So I need to process that regular water and in order for it to be a decent system. So that water gets sent back round to, at this point, this guy. I've just broken one of Chilled's pipes here. And I'm hoping that this will, once everything's running right, actually produce a decent amount of power without too many downsides. So it's running at, I don't know, it's got 100,000 Forge Energy battery. I don't know if it can over generate and explode or anything like that. That's something I'm really not sure of. But it's not actually using any steam now because it's not producing power out, and let's put it that way. You can hear it spinning up though. But hopefully this will be able to process water correctly. And then regular water, I guess, is underneath. A purified water tank is full at the moment. Probably not super handy. But if this is more efficient... Oh, it's backing itself off. Oh, no, it's not generating anything yet. If this is a little bit more efficient... Actually, I probably should have done liquid firebox. This creosote tank chilled is pretty full. Yeah, if this can produce more than this guy, then fantastic. I don't think we're doing anything out here at the moment, though, so it's probably not the best test environment. I probably should have tested it back at base, but... So this is generating steam. This is spinning. It's got... Oh, here you go. The steam gauge is going back up again. But there's no demand for it, but it's pumping water out. So I guess once we can get something using power out here, I don't know how much oil we've got, probably tons. What have we got out here that's full? Ooh, we've got lag is what we've got. Hello. Wow. That's a lag spike. All right, I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, not sure if it was my machine or the server. Yeah, anyway, it's working again. Just grabbing some coal from that little pile over there, which probably need to move this advanced miner out that way and collect some more coal. Just going to put some coal into the plastic production machine in order to start things moving here so that we start using power, because at the moment we're not actually using any power. And I'd like to see if this thing works. All right. So let's jump over here, all the way up here to our plastic production. I'm guessing it goes in here. Okay, we're producing. Things hopefully will kick off. I don't know. We've got all these towers with things in them. None of them seem to be running unless this is... Oh, that could be a problem. Oh, it's all filled up with naphtha. So I need to get some more tanks and then everything will process. But ideally, running that, this boiler setup seems to be producing a decent amount of power. And it's sort of idled off, and you can see it's just generating the little bit of power that it requires. Keeping the revs at the right speed. We've got steam, we've got water. We're still burning through material here, so maybe it is better if I put a fluid firebox on this and use this creosote oil, and also get the tree farm over here. So another tank is what is the problem. So I might need to go and make a tank. What were we going to do with the naphtha?
Not sure what naphtha is used for.
It can make liquid plastic with polyethylene. It can make propane with steam and red catalyst. Or we can just convert it into solid fuel in a chemical plant. Solid fuel smelts 24 items, so maybe that's a solution to our power problem at the moment.
Maybe.
I might grab a tank and a chemical plant and come back and we'll set up a solid fuel system and maybe feed that into that boiler just to kick things along. So again, this is one of those videos where I put cuts in everywhere and you guys get to see little animations. Something's going to shoot me. Yep. Something is trying to shoot me. You. Take that, pal. Skeleton. There's one of those ghoul things as well. Awesome. I'm running back to base. All right, everyone. I will see you in a moment. Alrighty, I'm back. I've placed a chemical plant down and got a... Was it? No, that's a P31. I had to unlock P31, so the solid fuel recipe. I think it was only about 50 green. So let's pop him in there. And then I've hooked up power to it. I just need to finish this. I probably didn't bring enough fluid ducts with me, but connect this in here somewhere. Oop, that's not where I wanted to connect to, but it still works. Let's disconnect that. Okay, so this has now got this coming in. Good. And that should be outputting solid fuel. Yes. So solid fuel apparently smelts 24 items as opposed to, I guess, coal's, what, 9 or something? 8. And I'm not sure how much. It doesn't even tell me. No, I want uses of coal, thanks. Thanks. Smelts 8 items is normal coal. Coal coke, where are you? Coal coke smelts 10. So the solid fuel, with it smelting, 24 is pretty decent amount of production. So
Sounds a whole lot better than everything else.
So I've got a provider logistics pipe here. I should be able to put that on this output. And then I've got some unrouted. I don't think I brought a basic with me, which is a derp on my part. Probably don't even have enough pipes to get all the way over here. So what I'm going to do is just come over here for the moment. I'm going to chuck the solid fuel in here. And the boiler works on solid fuel, so bonus. Some idea would be to put a supplier pipe on here. Let's set this up for solid fuel only. So solid fuel. And then connect this into the network. So I'll need to, again, get some of the basic logistics pipes because I'm going to need to have an intersection. But we can get this stuff down. I'm getting all these like errors popping up on my screen when I place blocks. Just had a bit of a crash too before. That was fun. Dumped me out of game after I placed something down. This is a newer version of the pack too. We are running version 19 or 0.19.
Yeah, 0.919.
Back up from 0.18C, I think it was we were running before. I dig this through here. If I got a basic I can connect to nearby, I don't have to bring another one with me. Cheats, but not so to be. So I'll bring through. I'll put a basic logistics pipe here somewhere. Leave it like that for the moment, and then I'll run more logistics pipes out to here. Probably go down one more. somewhere over here. And then we should be able to provide the solid fuel directly to our setup here. So I might go down one more. And if we can keep things going with this, that will help the process continue making plastic, etc. And using the solid fuel, keep our boiler powered, and again, producing power, using power, processing all that 500 buckets of oil we've got in that tank over there. Okay. Awesome. So I guess I'm going to cover this up. Eventually we're going to need to put concrete out here somewhere because monsters are spawning. And they're all Fallout monsters. So if you've played Fallout, a lot of them are based on that. We've got bloat flies and rad scorpions and feral ghouls. I think I've been attacked by all of them so far. How are we doing with this? It's staying full. Look at that. I like it. Solid fuel out of there. So we could run both of these off the solid fuel as well. This one doesn't need to run on coal coke, because we've already gotten in trouble once before about using too much coal for power. That producing 1,000 forge energy a tick, and it's not producing 2,000 yet. Maybe it doesn't need to because thing's full. But everything running smoothly over here. All right, so hello computer again. I love it. I'll put another cut in and I will be right back. Alrighty, so I made a couple of basic logistics pipes. They're in the route now, and I have set up both boilers to run on solid fuel, because these things, obviously the solid fuel, as I said before, hello, spelling, solid fuel smelts 24 items, so it's effectively 3 lots of coal, or I think 1.5 times coal coke, because I think that's 16. But both of these are now running off that one thing. The tank hasn't gone down. I didn't put the second tank on. It's still sitting at 250 millibuckets, or 250 buckets, I should say. This isn't actually generating any power at the moment, with both of them sitting there just ticking over. Yeah, it seems like things are good. Like, get some more coal out into that plastic and we'll probably start pulling power again. But yeah, if we can get coal generation happening again and bring it over for plastic, not for power, then perfect. Start using more and more things not coal related, because we already got in trouble once, right? Oops. So we're already
Sorry.
Hey, I guess the first thing you do is dig up the coal and start using it for power. But yeah, we've got the charcoal farm over there, and now we have solid fuel running over here from our byproducts. Some of this other stuff can potentially be turned into solid fuel as well. There are multiple recipes for solid fuel. We can turn coal coke and water. Oh, no, it's butane gas. Coal coke, ethane, heavy oil gives us 2. 1 coal coke and 50 millibuckets of light oil gives us 2 solid fuel. So if I added that coal coke into the process that I'm doing at the moment, we'd get 2 solid fuel per 100 millibuckets, instead of, I think at the moment I've got 1 and 175 millibuckets gives me 1. So yeah, we could easily feed that coal coke in and produce even more. But I think at the moment things are decent in terms of outputs. So looking over here, I mean, we're okay. You know, this setup is still processing oil, and we're getting outputs. But this is not really slowing down because it's an output of both processes. That process there and these two processes gives us the naphtha. So it's always going to have some available. I believe it's all underground, right?
Most all of it's
Yeah.
underground.
So outputs here from this as well, and from this one. Bottom. Let's diesel that one. The south side's this one. So we got plenty of that being generated from our oil process, so we may as well use it. And as per the comment on the last episode, I think it was the last episode, the oil source is infinite, apparently, just based on the amount of fluid ducts we feed into this guy. So I guess we could almost automate fluid ducts too here. And you've got hardened ones in there. Nice.
Yeah.
Why is it saying it's... Oh, okay. So it won't... There's no tank space to output. Not a problem. All right, I think we've still got a couple of minutes left. We're going to need to move that mine over to another coal patch. There are... Oops, wrong button. There's a coal patch here. There's a coal patch here. So looks like there's a... Oh, no, it looks like lead. It's sort of got a bit of a bluish tone to it. But we do need to move this little miner guy out to pick up. That's a fairly large chunk. I'm not sure what else we've got in the way of coal around. We definitely need to spread our wings a little and try and mine up all the things.
That's where we need the railway going.
Yep. So we might unlock that. I did say I was going to unlock it. Where is it? It will be in logistics. Getting a vehicles might be nice too. 75 green.
And...
Yeah, I mean, like engines and then off-road vehicles we could drive. I'm sick of walking between these two places. Driving between would be nice.
Yeah, I'll build you a road if you want to unlock them.
Yep, I'm heading back to base now, and we'll use the conveyor belt because it's fast. I don't want to slash home. It doesn't like it. I got kicked off the server when I last slashed home. It did improve Chilled's connection though. So all of a sudden I was lagging and he was not. Win-win, right? Back to base fast. We can play faster. All right, let's head back. I'll see what we've got in the way of green research available. Should have enough. Put this pattern. Actually, I took the one out of there. Put that back in there. Put this away. Research. We've got 48 in here. Let's head out to the crafter. Yep, got a bit out here. Okay, so let's unlock engines. That's 100. I'm gonna unlock railway first. And then engines. And I need another 100 for the... Just go with the cars, you think?
Yeah, might as well.
Don't need sports planes yet, I don't think.
Nah.
I mean, you know, wow. Hit the right button. So, Mr. Crayfish, vehicle mod. We're getting through a lot of this green research now. We will need to start looking at... We've got to do that wireless power as well. Don't have enough for that now. Wireless power. Get rid of all these ducts because they generate radiation. Fantastically. Produce 238 PRADs per tick. So getting rid of some of them and going to wireless power might be a smart move, but we need 200 for that. And yeah, kind of just ruin that by.
And no telling what else.
Oh yeah, and the actual stuff itself needed to make it. All right, cool. So I think probably a good place to wrap up. I'm just emptying out the junk in my inventory. We'll look at what's an engine worth to make.
I think it requires an assembler.
Large engine wood tier. Requires steel plate, iron gear. Yes, it does require an assembler, and 2 fluid ducts. So it's not super expensive, but I've got to be careful not saying that. That's what's used to make.
Yes, all recipes subject to change.
Got to be really careful. Looks like we can't make the large engines, the stone tier, etc. at this point. We can make the wood tier one. So it's reasonable. And then the crayfish. We would need to make vehicle crate. I'll choose dune buggy. Off-roader. Okay, these must be the only ones we can do. So the speedboat, the sports plane, and the off-roader. Off-roader is 20 iron plates. It again needs an assembly machine. 5 steel plates and 8 large engines. I don't know too many off-roaders that have 8 large engines in them, but whatever. It's got 2 engines per wheel. But then the boat has 8 engines as well, so that's going to be going quite quick. Speed boost pads, okay. Fair enough. I've got some stuff to look into for the vehicle mod because I don't know. It's been a long time since I've used vehicles in Minecraft. But
How much green have you got left?
green, oh, not even half a stack.
Okay.
We have a an unknown mob appear on the land.
Oh, he beached himself.
I don't know how he made it that far. Done well.
Mercy.
Yeah, it was a mercy kill. Couldn't push him back in. All right, well, I'm going to wrap up here. We'll hopefully get some cars going and be able to drive to and from, and I won't have to walk that distance. Anyway.
I think I finally fixed our little wood problem.
Oh yeah, was it a pipe issue or?
Yeah, for some reason the pipes seem to don't want to work correctly when they're side by side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. So it works all right like that?
It seems to.
Oh, whatever works, right?
Say the vacuumators are empty.
Well, that's a good sign. And I'm assuming we have a full chest of charcoal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
And the ones you're standing on.
the coke ovens aren't full.
Huh.
Not all of them anyway. Some of them are.
Oh, it's probably because we're waiting on wood.
Okay, cool.
No,
Not a problem then.
no.
Oh, it's going to get some wood in a minute. There's a massive tree over there just got grown. Should be good. All right, wrapping up point. Thanks everyone for watching. Comments down below. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again, Chilled, for joining me. Sorry your connection was a bit naff today.
It happens.
It's all part of servers across oceans, right?
Yep.
All right, we will see you in the next one, everyone.
Everybody have a good evening.